Alright, we had to start over.
Moving on.
The next one we're going to do, and this is up with no editing, guys, so sorry, the editing, I'm just going to put this up as soon as I can. So sorry there's no funny editing or whatever. This is a promptu deal because these guys showed up and I said, let's go film. And I wanted to get these guys on because...
Come on, chug a lug over there.
They're near and dear to me, and I love these guys 100%. I'd take a bullet for any of them, including my dad.
As would we.
All of them. I'd take a bullet for all of them. So this is something that I got when I got this. My buddy Drill Will, shout out to Drill Will. Y'all know Sarn Williams.
Sarn Will.
Arthur Williams. Sarn, remember? Yeah. He picked this up for me. He picked this up for me, and I prepaid for it, and he picked it up for me in Kentucky. Drove 5 hours there and 5 hours back home to pick it up for me.
What a guy.
So shout out to Arthur. This is Patton Armored Diesel. It is not a bourbon. It is a cane spirit finished in an oak bourbon barrel. So while it has, if it wasn't brown, it would just be a regular cane spirit. But because it's brown, the reason it's brown is because it was finished in a bourbon barrel. So this is...
It soaked up that brown too.
Yeah, 80 proof, and it's got the god of tankers on the front, which is George Patton. The man.
The man.
The myth. The legend. So we're going to give this... I've already had it. I haven't had it in a hot minute, though. I probably haven't had it since a while.
Since a while?
A while. But here, get that out of there.
Hot load down your throat in a while.
Put a dirty load in the dishwasher, did you?
What does Jim tell?
Glass, buddy?
What is it that Jim tells RJ? Finish a load off
another
by
glass?
hand. Yeah. What do you need, a baby nipple on that?
I poured me a big glass.
They probably know.
Yeah, give me one too, or please.
I'm a professional
A
sipper over here.
Glencairn. Give me a Glencairn. Give Seth the new one too. Yeah, those two. Give me two of those bigger ones. Yeah. Thanks, Art.
Hard to be, you the man, homie.
Besides, every time I
This is what used to happen in my barracks room.
Yeah, years ago, when we first got there, I was 19, and
18.
the place to go drinking was Art's room. Art had a blender. Art was making mixed drinks, and it was the place to go. And that's where
And
we
I
went.
had a lot of these, well, what would have been like these bourbons back then.
Yeah, that was the place to go, was Art's room.
I drank a lot of Natty Light for some reason.
You did drink a lot of that at night.
That's because my roommate.
What was you and
bought
Scooter?
Natty Light. No, it was I had that.
Tanner?
No.
He was in a damn room with Keith and Scooter.
No, I had that
Who
one.
was you with?
I had that one. Tall, skinny guy.
Oh, that narrows it down.
Yeah.
True love?
No, he's the one that went off base, chasing the women all the time.
Pena?
No,
No, not Pena.
He was married and he went chasing the girls all the time.
Oh.
Mims?
No.
No, he was.
And he lived in the
inside.
barracks? And he was married?
Yeah.
Where was his wife?
I don't know.
Excuse me.
I
I
got
don't
some,
remember.
I
I
got
don't
some
know,
stories
maybe we
there.
shouldn't be recording
I
this part.
figured.
Let's get moving on.
You should have been. You was in a room with Cobison
Keith,
and Tanner though.
Covis?
Cobison, Scooter.
I
Greg
was with
Cobison.
Scooter later.
He's in
I
Wisconsin.
was in
Yeah.
91, the
Keith
96.
Tanner's up in Utah.
Wyoming.
6, 7.
Wyoming. Sorry, you're right, Art. Thank you.
Yeah, Tanner.
Sergeant Ski, was he at Wyoming too?
Who? Petrosky?
Scooter.
Petrosky lives in Junction.
He's here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
Sergeant
you
Ski
think
lives
The
here.
old supply sergeant?
Yeah.
Why isn't Mo Queen here rubbing Vaseline on the bottom of the camera?
Because he's a nerd. So this is you gotta finish your Canadian Club. So me and Alan, we're gonna sip on this.
I'll come back.
80 proof, George Patton. It says on the back label.
You want me to read it? Because you.
It says, "I am a soldier. I
Squeaky voice.
fight where I am told. I win where I fight."
I don't like the way you sound.
Well, then you read it then.
I am a soldier. I fight where I'm told. I wear, I fight.
First
You don't even read it right.
This is the house of faith.
I wear where I fight. It says I win where I fight.
Whatever.
First sergeant, this is the house of faith.
Potato.
Are we men? No,
Drink
we are
up.
not men. We are beasts.
Get
It
off
is
my
you
grass.
who have made us beasts.
I was at the House of Pancakes when I read that,
House of
okay?
pancakes.
Waffle House, here we come!
I do smell a little maple. Some
I smell
I
a lot of maple.
I smell the cane spirit part of it. I don't smell any bourbon at all.
I don't smell shit.
It's really sweet, like super sweet. It's gonna be super sweet, I think. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I had it.
I don't know about sweet. Kind of smells bitter.
No, it's sweet. It's kind of got its own little taste. Like I said, it's cane spirit. It's different. It's not bourbon at all, but because it has George Patton on it, who should have been president, i.e. hashtag Ike killed Patton, period. That's all I'm going to say.
From Kansas. Ike, the man.
He killed
Myth,
Patton.
legend.
No, he had Patton killed. That's my conspiracy
Did
theory.
he kill Patton or did he have him killed?
He had him killed because he knew he couldn't get to be president if Patton was around. Because Patton would have
What
got.
about Bob Marley?
I don't care about Bob Marley. I don't give a damn about Bob Marley.
Okay.
Yo.
It smells like. I can't remember. I can't think of what it smells like. What do you think, Alan?
Well, it ain't the backside of a dog's ass, that's for sure.
No, it's not the backside of a dog's back.
It ain't my backyard, but I bury a bone in it.
Amen on that way, cause
Oh, Lord have mercy. Dad, you got any Vietnam stories?
I bet he's
I'm
got
not
one.
telling any of them.
Not telling you them?
Not telling you them.
Stories. No funny ones? No, I don't mean bad ones. I mean funny ones.
Well, I can tell you about the last cruise I made during
I
the
don't want
7-Day War.
I don't want sad or bad ones. I want
During the
funny ones.
7-Day War, we were off the coast of Greece, and the USS Liberty, Israel fired a torpedo on accident. USS Liberty got hit. We sent all our planes off our carrier with all the bombs on them.
It's different.
And just after we launched, Washington called and called everybody back, and we had to go and we were the rescue ship for the USS Liberty. We brought all their guys that we could onto our sick bay and took care of them till we could get to Liberty in shape to get it towed back to the States for repairs and dry docks. That's the story. That's
Israel hit that?
yeah, and but it was
an accidental fire?
Accidental fire
In the med?
in the bed, and that was one of the times when I was proud that we had the best Navy in the world to help take care of our boys and keep things safe over on that side of the world.
As much as the branches give each other crap across the board, you know, we're still 100% down with each other.
Yes, sir.
That's what you got to do. You get the
We
guys crap.
we
you know.
can give each other crap,
Oh,
but
okay.
nobody outside can give any
That's
of us
right.
crap.
Dang
That's
right.
right.
That's it. That's it.
That's right.
That's
100%. So
'Cause I'll tell you what,
especially
These-
Obama's army. They're
Yeah.
tie-dye
Yeah.
crap and their little makeup.
I need my reflective vest.
like, I need to puke before we go on this battalion run. That's what we used to
Where's my stress card at?
You get a reflective
Yeah,
vest
oh my
on,
God.
but it ain't the
I
one
could-
you want.
do. So many
So-
battalion runs, so many times standing there in formation going, oh no.
So I can tell you when I went to my second AIT for aviation, we went to Fort
Yeah, because
Eustis.
you switched MOSs between your sign-ups.
Went from tanking to helicopter crew chief.
So we should just kick him out.
Yeah, get out of here.
shoot water bug.
How's that? I'll be nice. The helicopters are like the tanks in the sky.
That's
okay,
right.
Go ahead.
So I went to Fort Eustis, Virginia. Well,
For
what-
useless, Virginia.
even Uncle Sam thinks it sucks.
That's it.
We have an acronym for everything.
That's it.
So I went to Fort Eustis, was there for 4 months. It was pretty awesome. It was right next to Virginia Beach, so you had all these Navy
Oh,
and
Jesus, yeah.
everything there. But there was a lot of Army bases there. But I partied my ass off in Virginia Beach. And every morning I'd roll into Fort Eustis and I'd stick my ID out the window like this and turn my head. And
Because
they'd
you
be
didn't want them to smell you.
You're right. They'd be like, okay, you're free to go. So I'd drive on. I'd get to the barracks, and I was the floor commander, so I had a first
Oh, Lord.
floor. So I got to dive into my window, and I'd go in my window, I'd rack out for about 30 minutes, I'd come back out in my PT uniform, in formation, and they'd start marching out, and I'd be like, bloop, I would dip out, and right back into my barracks before going to PT. I gotta say, that was pretty awesome. But in Korea, while being stationed over there, it was definitely a a culture shock leaving the United States and going overseas to
Yeah.
a foreign country.
I bet
And
it was. I never got to go.
You learn very quickly that it's gonna suck, but you gotta embrace the suck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Embrace the suck.
So once you get over there, you gotta take it all in. You start living off their economy. You start doing what they do, and you can't. People over here, they expect us to know Spanish for the people that come across the border. We don't do that. In Korea, I didn't expect them to know English when I went over there, so
Yeah.
I needed to learn part of the language so I could get along on their economy.
You've been watching too much of Full Metal Jacket.
First, you got to eat the peanuts out of my.
Yeah.
Dad, what was it called when you went below the equator? What is that? Turtle shell or shellback?
To get your turtle shell back.
Yeah, shellback. So
Shellback, and then when you went above the Arctic Circle, then
Yeah.
you were.
I don't remember just what it is above because I never made it that far.
I never made it that far north.
I never made it that far north. No.
I had my ex-wife's cousin was a swabby on a submarine.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And when they went north of the Arctic Circle, they had to sit on a block of dry ice and recite the Neptune's Creed in nothing but their boxers.
Oh, heck
Skivvies.
Well, yeah, the
Dry
skivvies.
boxes, skivvies.
It is whatever. No, that wouldn't be me. I'm good.
And when they went
But-
south of the equator,
Oh man,
they
we
had
went-
to crawl down the
we had to crawl
torpedo
down
tube
in the dump.
where they
Yes,
because they put the
yeah.
trash in the
Yeah.
torpedo tubes.
And
They
whatever
had to
froze you
crawl
got on
down
that
the
day,
torpedo tube,
that's
and they
what
had
you
to
go
bang
in
on
and
the outer shell with the hammer.
Yeah.
And I was like, screw that.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to my buddy Thomas Driscoll, who just got promoted in the Navy. He started out in the subs, and he worked his way from E1 all the way up to where he is now. I think he's an 03 or an 04. He's a lieutenant commander in the Navy. So shout out to
Well
him
done.
for best.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
He kicked
And we had an ensign.
Still in
We had an
today.
ensign that day that showed up in his tropical dress whites.